Group. Hello students, today we are going to discuss about new chapter, that is your electricity. Okay, so everybody knows about the current. Okay, so first of all we will try to know about the law that is known as the Coulomb's law, but it's very important. Okay, so from the Coulomb's law we will know about the unit of charge. Okay, and from the charge we are going to find the electricity here. So now what does the Coulomb's law say? Coulomb's law says that if we put two charges, might be positive negative, positive positive, or negative positive, or negative negative. Okay, so obviously we know that positive negative charges they used to attract each other, and positive negative charges they will repel each other. Okay, so what I have written here, what does the Coulomb's law says? That Coulomb's law says that between two charges, the force of attraction or repulsion is going to be directly proportional to the product of the charges here. So what I have taken the charges here, Q1 and Q2 here. The product of the charges and inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them. That means the distance between the two charges. And here I have taken the distance between charges as the R here. So what I can write here, in the Coulomb's law, F is proportional to Q1 by Q1 into Q2, and F is inversely proportional to 1 by R square. Okay. If I compare these two equations, I am going to get F is proportional to Q1 into Q2 by R square. Now we have already learned in class 9 that if you want to remove the proportionality sign, we have to bring some constant here. Okay, so here what I have brought here, I have changed the proportion and brought the constant here. Okay, this is known as the proportionality constant, and the various theory or various experiment they found the value of K to be 9 into 10 to the power 9 nm square by C square. Okay, this is just the Coulomb's law. This is not the very important for the exam point of view because that has been not discussed in our book. Okay, so now from here we already know that F, okay, the force unit is Newton. Okay, the R unit is that is distance is your meter here. So these two units were what? So यहाँ what is left here? यहाँ पे क्या बच गया बस Q1 and Q2. Okay, the charges. Okay, so since this law was discovered Coulomb, the unit of charge was taken to be as Coulomb. So I have written the SI unit of electric charge is Coulomb, and it is denoted by capital C here now. So now since we know that the SI unit of charge is Coulomb, now we can define our electric current here. Okay, now make it very simple here. Okay, you don't need to learn all the definition. You just need to know the simple meanings here. Okay, number one is your electric current. Current is nothing but the rate of flow of charge. Electric current is defined as the rate of flow of charge in a conductor. Obviously, current requires a conductor to flow. Okay, so you cannot take a non-conducting material. Okay, so rate of flow of charge in a conductor is said to be electric current here. Now, if I take my charge, let my charge be Q. Okay, you can take capital Q or you can take small q. And now what I have written here, rate. In the class 9 also I have already said that whenever the term called rate comes, rate brings what? Time here. Time t is equal to question mark. So what is your current here? Current is denoted by what? I here. Okay. So I is equal to question. I is the current here. Now therefore if I define current, current is what? I here. So what is the formula? What did I say here? The definition: rate of flow of what? Charge. What is the symbol of charge here? Charge is Q here. And what is the symbol of time here? Time is your T. That is I is equal to Q by T. This is the formula for current here. So now SI unit of current. Okay, SI unit of current, for that you can take it by yourself. This is what? Q. Q means charge. Charge is what? Coulomb here. Okay, we know that in the beginning also I have said that the SI unit of charge is Coulomb. Coulomb by, this is what here? Time. Time is what is the come? Coulomb per second, or you can like this, Coulomb per second, or okay, since this current was discovered by Alexander Mary Ampere, okay, to appreciate the work of Mary Ampere, okay, what they have done, they have given the unit of electric current on his name. That is, we can say here as ampere also, and it is denoted by what here? A. So basically we are not going to use these two units. Okay, basically in the questions and all they used to mention here ampere, but just you have to know that this is the general unit. Okay, and this was the unit that was given afterwards to them. since we know that the SI unit of current is ampere, okay, so now the need is here to define what here? 1 ampere. So first of all, if you define 1 ampere, I have to go to the formula. Formula is what? Current is I is equal to Q by T. How much current I want now? I want 1 ampere. For 1 ampere, my charge should be how much? 1 coulomb, and time should be how much? 1 second. That means the current in a conductor is said to be 1 ampere if how many coulomb of charge should flow? 1 coulomb of charge should flow in how many seconds? In 1 second. That means in a conductor, if 1 coulomb of charge is flowing through it in how many seconds? In 1 second, then the current is said to be 1 ampere here. Okay. Now we know that the current, okay, we say the flow of charge. The flow of charge means what? Flow of electrons only, okay. So obviously there will be, since we know that current is related to charge, okay. So we have to know the relation between coulomb and electrons. So we should know here that 1 coulomb is equal to 6 into 10 to the power 18 electron, and 1 electron is equal to 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb here, okay. Our next topic is electric potential differential. Now suppose, okay, to define, this is also very simple to understand, okay. Suppose you think that this is one point here A and this is another point here B. You have kept the charge Q at the point B. Now what I have to do, I wanted to bring this charge from Q to A. So obviously if you want to bring the charge from Q to A, that means you are going to bring something from one point to the other point. In the whole process, what you have to do? You have to do some amount of work, isn't it? So electric potential difference between two ends of a point is defined as the amount of work done in bringing a charge from one point to the other point. Okay, that means if I take W as my work done, okay, and your charge is Q, then your potential difference is V. Okay, here potential difference is denoted by V here. So that is what I can say here. Electric potential difference is nothing but the work done. Work done is W. I am going to do the work, but to bring what? To bring the charge. This is what I can write here. W by Q. That is the formula for electric potential difference. That is V is equal to W by Q. Okay. Now if you want to go for the SI unit, so you can see here, this is what your work done. Work done is joule divided by, this is what your charge. Charge is what? Coulomb. That is joule per coulomb. Okay. But this electric potential difference was again founded by Alexandrius Voltus. Okay. Since it was founded by Alexandrius Voltus, the unit, again to appreciate his work in the field of electricity, okay, they named this unit as volt. V-O-L-T, volt, and the symbol is V now. Now there is one instrument, okay, which is used to measure the voltage in an electrical appliance, and the name of the instrument is voltmeter. Okay, the voltmeter is the instrument which is going to find the voltage in a conductor or between the any two ends of a conductor here. Similarly, to find out the amount of current in the conductor, we need to use one instrument which is known as ammeter. Okay, ammeter is the instrument which is to find the amount of current, and voltmeter is the instrument which is used to find the voltage or electric potential difference in the conductor here. Our next topic should be 1 volt. Okay, what do you mean by 1 volt here? Now 1 volt, okay, to define 1 volt, again you have to go to the formula. What is the formula? V is equal to W by Q. If you want this one to be 1 volt, this work done should be how much? 1 joule, and this charge should be how much? 1 coulomb. That means the electric potential difference between the two ends of a conductor is said to be 1 volt if how many joule of work need to be done here? If 1 joule of work is done to bring how many coulomb of charge? To bring 1 coulomb of charge from one point to the other point. Okay. So if 1 joule of work is done to bring 1 coulomb of charge from one point to the other point, then the electric potential difference between the two ends of the conductor will be said to be 1 volt. Okay. Now we are going to discuss some of the numericals that we have already done. Okay, or I have already sent you the notes. Okay. So from the notes we are going to do few numericals here. Okay, so there was a question here. They say here a current of how many ampere? This is 0.5 ampere. So to write here, current I is equal to 0.5 ampere is drawn by a filament of an electric bulb for how many minutes? 10 minutes. That is your time. T is equal to 10 minutes. Remember here, this is minute. Okay, and minute is not the SI unit. You have to convert the minute in terms of second here. So we know that 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. What I can write here? 10 into 60 seconds, that is 600 seconds. Find the amount of what I say? Electric charge. Okay. So we know that electric charge is given by what? Q. That is Q is equal to question mark. So what is our formula for current? We know I is equal to what we have? Q by T here. Okay. So what does it mean? Q is equal to I into T. That is I value is how much here? 0.5 ampere. Time is your 600 seconds. That is if you multiply, you are going to get 300. And since the SI unit of charge is coulomb, you have to write 300 C. That is 300 coulomb here. Okay. Now our next question was how much energy. Okay. Don't forget, energy means your work done only. Whenever they say how much work done, that is you need to find out W. And whenever they say how much energy also, that time also you need to find out your work done only. So here what you can write here, work done, it is W is equal to question mark, is given to how many coulomb they say? Each coulomb means 1 coulomb. That is your charge. Q is equal to 1 coulomb passing through how much volt battery they say? 6 volt battery here. So that whenever they say battery, that means they are talking about potential difference. Okay. So potential difference, that is your V is equal to how much here? 6V here. Okay. Now therefore again what we can write here? We know what is the formula for electric potential difference? We have V is equal to W by Q here. That is W is equal to V into Q. That is W is equal to V means how much? 6 volt. Q means how much? 1 coulomb. That is W is equal to 6. And we know this is work done. The SI unit of work done is what here? Joule here. That will be your 6 joule here. Okay. Now our next question was how we calculate the number of electrons. Okay. That means we need to find how many electrons are there in what? In 1 coulomb of charge. मतलब 1 coulomb of charge में कितना इलेक्ट्रॉन है वो हमें निकालना है. ठीक है. तो हमें ऑलरेडी पता है कि 1 इलेक्ट्रॉन इज इक्वल टू कितना होता है? 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 कूलम. बट हमें ये निकालना है. हमें यहाँ पे क्या है कि एक इलेक्ट्रॉन कितना कूलम में बताया गया, लेकिन हमें क्या निकालना है कि एक कूलम में कितना इलेक्ट्रॉन को निकालना है, मतलब इसका उल्टा निकालना है हमको. दिस मींस व्हाट आई कैन राइट हियर नाउ 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb is equal to 1 electron. That is 1 coulomb is equal to 1 divided by 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 electron. That is 1 coulomb is equal to, ये देखो 10 to minus 19 है, take it outside, so it will become 1 into 10 to the power plus 19. नीचे में कितना बचेगा? 1.6. That is 1 coulomb is equal to 1 into 10 to the power 19. You can see here after point how many digits we have? 1 digit. If you want to remove the point, you divide by 10 here. That is 16 by 10. ये 10 कहाँ चला जाएगा? ऊपर में. That is 1 coulomb is equal to 10 into 10 to the power 19 divided by 16. You can cancel it 5 times, 8 times. That means 1 coulomb is equal to 5 into 10 to the power 19 divided by 8. If you divide 5 by 8, you will be getting here 0.625 into 10 to the power 19 electron. That is 1 coulomb is equal to 6.25 into 10 to the power minus 1 into 10 to the power 19 electron. That is 1 coulomb is equal to 6.25 into 10 to the power 19 minus 1. That is 1 coulomb is equal to 6.25 into 10 to the power 18 electron. Okay, but in our book what they have given here, 1 coulomb is equal to 6 into 10 to the power 18 electron. You can write approx. Okay, now why we are not getting the exact value here? Because this very particular thing, okay, it is not 1.6. It should have been 1.67. If we would have taken 1.67, then we could have get exactly 6 here. Okay, since they have taken only 1.6 here, that's why we are getting a fluctuating answer, that is just 6.25. But it's not a problem. 6.25 can be written as 6 into 10 to the power 18 electrons. But remember, sometime in the exam, they give this value. They should write sometimes, okay, 1 coulomb is equal to how many electrons, and they might give you some values here. In that time, they don't use this 6. They used to use 6.25. Remember your 6.25 also. Remember your 6 also. Okay. For today, okay, we will be next class. We will be discussing about Ohm's law, and we are going to discuss about various other things like resistance and how the resistance are connected in parallel and series. Okay. So that's it for today. Thank you.